we know there's a lot more out there. We got to keep working. We're not satisfied. So it's just now we got a tough opponent. They came and beat us here last year to break the streak. We're not worried about too much like a get back game, but it's just something we want to use that game to get better for later in the season.
Yeah, of course. Just speaking on what Zay said, like as far as the game against Lipscomb, really good game for us, especially on the defensive side. I feel like when our defense can work for our offense and our offense can work for our defense, we're really good. And when we're together, that's kind of like our superpower, just being connected on the offensive end and defensive end. I think we're really hard to beat.
That's a good result, significantly on the defensive end. Does that coincide with the fact that you guys take care of the ball better on the offensive end?
Yeah, for sure. When we're able to like have a set defense, we're really hard to play against. Live ball turnovers kind of hurt us because we're not able to get the matchups we want on defense end. So being able to take care of the ball definitely helps us a lot on defense.
What was key to make sure you guys were taking better care of the ball on offense? Was it just something that get out of your head of in terms of had a turnover on one possession, just quickly flush that, get back to the game?
I think having a little bit more trust as far as like this, moving the ball and getting it, pass up a good shot for a great shot. And I think, like you said, like Zay said, like us being able to cut down those turnovers and stop the live ball turnovers so we can get our defense set back up. I think as far as like when we're not rushing, we're trusting our teammates. I think our offense is pretty good.
Yeah, just like JV said, when we trust each other, it definitely helps a lot. And then just like you said, not to be worried about if we turn the ball in the last possession, let's move on from that play. And we also kind of were emphasizing like do the simple things. So I feel like at the beginning of the year we were trying to hit home runs, but we're now looking for more singles, and singles will eventually lead to a run. So
Coach has always said in this defense, it takes time. It takes years sometimes to get to level one. So do you feel like you guys now are finally kind of reaching that point personally, but then also as a group, because most of you have now been in it for a while?
yeah, I mean, for me, this is year 3 in the system, so I definitely feel like I've grown and been able to grasp the like different concepts we have on the defensive end. I think it's just time. Like JV came in last year as a freshman and picked up on him really quick. Just there were some mistakes out there, but with his effort and stuff, it made up for the mistakes. But I think we had a young group last year, and we kind of brought pretty much everybody back. And I think all the habits we got is definitely building right now. So.
JV, it seems like you're finding kind of your offensive niche a little bit more about like, okay, where can I find points? Where can I help the team offensively? How has that changed from maybe a year ago, freshman year? Like, did you feel at times like, man, where do I fit in offensively? Like, how much more comfortable are you now on that side?
No, for sure. It's coming in from high school play to college. It's a big transition, and the speed of the game is a different. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like drastically, like things speed up, and even like sometimes you feel like it's moving slow. Like on the court, there's a bunch of stuff going on that you really have to think about. So this year, I feel like it's really slowed down for me. I know the spots that I can contribute and go into those spots and capitalizing on those. So it's big for me this year.
Rebound seems to be a big thing for you. Not many guards lead their team in rebound. What's been key for you in making sure you can get glass, especially on the offense, and you've been able to get second, third chances just because you're able to get in position, whether you grab it or tip it out?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's something that I try hard and again, just trying to contribute to winning. Feel like a lot of us, we have our roles in the team, and I just try to excel in my role and just try to make my team better.
You have to talk to Coach McCain to let crash the offensive class because normally it's shot goes up, you get back on defense.
No, for sure. I feel like kind of started freshman year. I've always been very wired just to go after that ball, and not a lot of us are allowed to, and so I was that one exception. So,
is there a reason for the exception there?
Just practice.
How hard he goes.
Yeah.
Get a little bit more confident on the offense now? I know you're a 3,000 point scorer in high school, but in year three in the system, just because you're getting more minutes, that allowing you to get a little bit more confident, being able to, get somewhat of threes, also be aware where you can, slip through back door for baskets and, just be active.
Yeah, definitely. I would say my confidence has definitely grown, and I think that's because of the confidence the coaches have showed me in practice. And then I also been putting in a lot of work outside of practice, just working on my shot in different ways to score. So I just been trusting my reps and then just picking my spots when because we obviously have great scorers like Darius, Brody, so I just try to focus on what I can do to help the team, and if I'm open for a three and coach trusts me to shoot, I'm gonna shoot it.
I know Colin doesn't say a lot, but looking at a true freshman point guard running the show, what can you guys say about the job that he's done this far?
It's impressive. I just know how hard it is to come in just as a freshman at any position, but to be a point guard and to start as a freshman is really tough to do. And I think like Colin's been able to do it extremely well. He never complains. He's always in a good mood. And he listens well. Like even when coaches tell him something, he listens. When we try to tell him something, he listens. And there's never ever a complaint or like an excuse on why he didn't do it. He's always going to try and do it.
Yeah, for sure. The maturity level that he has, it's kind of crazy. Like this the mindset he has in every game, every practice. It's the same. He's very consistent, and you need that as a point guard, especially like to lead this team, especially with you got your older guys, and it's easy to respect that from him. And we trust him, so I think he's gonna have a really successful career here.
Feel that piece was missing having a point guard like that last year, and is that what's helped out this year?
Yeah, I do think having like a point guard like Colin definitely helps us out a lot. It allows Darius to kind of play more off ball and not be tired, just getting hounded full court by most teams we play just because of the special player he is. So being able to get Darius off ball and have someone that we're extremely confident in to get us into our different actions and different things we do is I think it helps us out a ton.
Isiah in particular, what have you noticed about the last few weeks of the season where the rest of the scoring has picked up around Darius, and how has that impacted your role just being a good teammate and picking up the slack as others have changed their roles as well?
Yeah, obviously we know what type of player Darius is and the attention he's going to bring night in, night out. So Darius is he is not worried about how many points he scores or what he does. If it was up to him, I feel like Darius would rather us score than him. So just him having that confidence in the people around us, around him, definitely allows us to be more confident in ourselves in that scoring aspect. So I would just say, and then all us being able to help him out helps him out a lot. So he's not, when teams are like double teaming him, triple teaming him, whatever, and they leave us open, now they have to start worrying about, they have to change their game plan because now the people around him are hitting open shots, scoring more, so they can't just focus on one player. So I think just the gravity he has on the court just helps us out a ton.
Anything else, guys?
Yeah, I have a quick one for both of you. I know you guys have been on Darius's team the last few years and seen a lot of his crazy shots, but are there still moments where you're just like, there is no way that ball just went to the net on some of his shots?
Yeah, Bellerman, he hit the second time this year when he's hit a left-handed three. I don't know how many games I've seen this year when he's got fouled on the 3-point shot and still made it. So there's definitely some things where I'm like, wow, like I've never seen this ever, and I've been playing basketball for most of my life. So there's still things out there that shocks me when I watch him play, for sure.
Yeah, I wanna say it shocks me, but like he's done it at such a, he's done it so many times. It's almost common now. Uh, and you would think like, oh, it's just in the games, but like he's hitting that stuff in practice. Like he's before practices, he's shooting left hand shots and everything. And you think like, oh man, like this dude this can't miss. It's like it's kind of like everyone's out there playing hard, serious, and he's just having fun. Like I feel like him being able to play with that freedom, it's fun to see, and you catch yourself watching at times because he's doing what everybody wants, just like to play freely and like just like you can tell like just how much he loves the game. And like I feel like just looking at that, like it's kind of like inspiring. You know, like everyone's just like, oh, basketball is just so serious, like college, like it's a grind, but like he like really loves what he does, and just to see him succeed and like how humble he is, it's pretty fun to watch.
We've seen so much stuff in practice that no one else has seen. Like, the things you guys see in the game is only not even a quarter of what we've seen him do. So
That's awesome. Thanks, guys.